Behold!
Uh,
Too slow. Upon the gale.
Peter always tells me stories in the evening, so if he isn't back, so just wait a bit and he'll be back, sure. It's like a great brother. Keter, I'm back. He's also a kid. Welcome back, Lenore. Caterpillar? Jeez. Wait, am I gonna deal with like an Alice in Wonderland story again? Looks like you've made some friends. Yes, they're Mr. Crichton and Miss Paimon. Miss Paimon is small and she can fly, but she's not a bird. She's not a Sealy either. Maybe a small oceanid? Um, no wonder no one has seen anything like her, or knows anything about her. Wow. Paimon's Paimon. That's right. Paimon's just Paimon. She's not a Sealy or an oceanid. Wait, you're Cater? You look about the same age as Lenore. Oh my gosh, what's happened to his hands? Or are those gloves? Nice to meet you, Mr. Carrington and Miss Paimon. Please, call me Caterpillar. Please don't be so formal. That feels so strange. Since you're Lenore's friend, sure, I can do that. Wait a minute, we've heard the name Caterpillar before, haven't we? From who? Maybe it's someone in Sumeru? Oh, that's right! Julian, the painter we met at Samudra Coast. Do you remember him? So you're the caterpillar he mentioned. You've met Julian? He really went to Sumeru, huh? How is he? Well, you tell him about your meeting with Julian in Sumeru. According to Julian, his ability to paint everything exactly as he sees it comes from you. Did you really give him that power? Is that really what he said? I can't decide if he was exaggerating. Wait, so he was lying? But the painting he made for Pepper looked so real, even though the color was a bit off. That was an ability he already had. What I did was to give him certainty. The purer the person, the more obvious the effect of such support is. Pure, huh? Well, he did look kind of gullible. And as for the marvelous bird egg, and the tea leaves that activate the imbibber's potential, he did spend a lot of coupons to get them, yes. I didn't know that he would break his certainty like that. I guess you could say that things turned out for the best, though. Anyway, both you and Lenore are children, right? So is your guardian here? Why are the two of you in a place like this? Cater's not a child. Ooh. Indeed, I am not. As for my present appearance, you can think of it as an illness of sorts. Huh, so that's how it is. I've been here for a long time. Well, because of what I've done in the past. But it's more complicated for Lenore. She was born here. Here, in the fortress? You're a strange one, Miss Paimon. I have already told you that I've been here, haven't I? Agnes, her mother, was plagued with a chronic illness and passed away some time ago. I don't stick my nose into other people's lives, so I didn't know about their situation. But regardless, Lenore wound up with no one to care for her. Maybe it's because I've been here for a long time and Lenore has taken to me, but either way, Estine's asked me to look after her. So that's how it is. But she shouldn't be here, right? It's not like she's doing anything wrong. You're right. I'm just looking after her for now, and she really should be with her family. Unfortunately, she does intend to indeed have family outside the fortress. So that's what she meant when she said she has a home that she doesn't know about. Will she be able to reunite with them soon? About that, things are a little complicated, and I'm afraid it won't happen all that soon. How come? Because she doesn't have any proof of identity. Maybe Agnes didn't think of that either. She was the one who'd have needed to start the process to send Lenore away from the fortress. How about her other family members? Estine said that Agnes wrote them in the past, but she never received a reply and thus stopped trying altogether. If they knew about the current situation, they might change their minds. That's why I want to take her to her family, and if they don't want to take her in, we'll figure something else out then. Why can't I stay here? Sure, there's an evil sorcerer, but there's a good sorcerer, and you're here too. I don't want to leave. Mother never came back after leaving the fortress. If I leave, does that mean I'll never come back, just like my mother? And I never see you again either, Catter. Agnes left? I don't think Lenore can comprehend what happened. Ah. Either way, this is no place for a child to grow up. How will a sprout bloom without sunlight? You should get out of this place, Lenore. You've heard all the stories already. There's a real world outside and a family that you are connected to. I'll go with you, so you needn't be afraid. I believe you. You've never lied to me. But how will you get her out without proof of identity? Is there anything we can do to help? Is there some loophole or a back door we can use? There are options, but it's too risky. How about this then? Let's follow the rules, albeit not that strictly. How will that work? Every so often, Estine will bring a few people with him to do some work outside. We use this chance to get Lenore back to her family. She doesn't have any proof of identification to begin with, and the disappearance of someone who never existed on paper isn't exactly going to make news here in the fortress. You aren't talking about Coupon Millionaire, are you? Paimon remembers Estine saying that whoever gets the most coupons within a time limit will win the chance to go outside. Whoops, our coupons went straight to our stomachs. Ah, and Lenore spent a ton more cleaning the rag and bone shop out. We're sure to lose now. What are we going to do? We won't lose. If Cater says we'll win, we'll definitely win. Lenore, Paimon suspects you aren't grasping the gravity of the situation at all. Can we get the coupons refunded? We can just say that she's a child who didn't understand the rules. Sorry, we'll have to wait for the next opportunity. It's fine. The coupons I gave to Lenore were for her to use as she pleased. This little mishap won't change the outcome. Paimon still feels kinda bad, though. Why don't we help you? Paimon remembers Estine saying that you can play the game as a group. Really, Miss Paimon? You and Mr. Crichton will play the game with us, too? Yep, and we'll win this thing together. We'll just consider this a commission with advanced rewards. With us here, this will be a piece of cake. There are 4 of us, after all. Still, how can we get the most coupons in the least amount of time? I already feel much better knowing that you'll be helping us. Thank you both. As for how to get the coupons, I have a few ideas but that can wait until tomorrow. You must be exhausted. If you don't mind, why don't you rest up first? There's enough space here. Good idea. Crichton, if you're tired, why don't we call it an early night? I'm not tired. I'll work the night away. Mr. Crichton, Miss Paimon and I tried a really wonderful tasting Fanta. Miss Paimon drank a whole lot of it, but she didn't drop down at all. She must know a lot of powerful magic then. Yeah, Miss Paimon's so strong. Guess I have to rest. I'm feeling a little tired. Should we rest now? There's something else I want to ask about. So if I tried talking with Caterpillar instead of Lenore? Nothing. Okay, fine. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Rest. Yeah, let's rest. Cater, what story are you going to tell me today? I've already heard a lot of stories with heroes as the main characters. Today, I'll tell you a story about a little girl then. A little girl? Can a little girl also be the main character? Of course she can. It's her own story after all. In other stories, she might be a hero herself, or even an evil dragon. There are all kinds of roles she can play. Long, long ago, there was a little girl who lived in a giant's garden. The giant took special care of the flowers in the garden and wouldn't allow anyone to pluck even a single one of them. To keep intruders out, the giant built a towering wall around it. Because of this, the little girl living in the giant's garden had never set foot outside of it even once. The giant always told her that the world outside was a dangerous place, and that the garden was the safest place she could live in. And then what? Did the little girl listen to the giant? I bet she didn't. If she did, then the story would end there. You're right. The little girl never was one for doing what she was told. Uh-huh. As for the rest of the story, well, let's save that for next time. Wait, where did Caterpillar and Lenore go? Did we oversleep? Let's go look for them, Carrington. Oh, it seems we've come at a bad time. Catter's been taken by the evil sorcerer. What's going on? What's everyone doing here? If I'm not mistaken, you must be Carrington and Paimon? I'll come back to your question in a moment. I consulted the records from the last 100 years and I couldn't find any record of a caterpillar. In light of this possible mislaying of documents, we'll need your cooperation to recreate them. There's nothing pressing about the matter if you ask me. What's the rush about? Estine, I often get the impression that you couldn't care less about restoring order to this place. I can't agree with your viewpoint. People who habitually indulge their every whim just can't see that too much freedom actually does them harm. My feet hurt. I'll restore order to this chaos using my own methods. I'll advise you again not to stand in the way of my work. Chaos? Isn't this just another word for thinking on your feet? You know what? Forget it. Is Caterpillar your real name? Additionally, I'll need you to state your crime in as much detail as possible. The time, location, as well as the final sentence pronounced. The more details you provide, the greater the likelihood we'll have of retrieving your records. If your file was indeed lost, we can fill in a portion of your records based on your statement. I've been called Caterpillar for as long as I can remember. I think this name suits me best, and it's the closest thing I have to a real name. Real name, Caterpillar. Confirmed to be correct. Next, state your crime. I carried out a certain task under my master's orders. I failed, but some people suffered because of it nonetheless. This was my crime. Your master, I'll need their full name. Also, when did this occur? Unlike me, he has many names. This happened a long time ago. Are you messing with me? Everything I've said is the truth. His voice sounds too low to be that of a child. I apologize. Were you looking for a more dramatic account? Or for some lurid details to ignite your imagination? As for what happened that day, I could recount it with sparing no detail, from the furnishings of the clandestine hall to the thoughts of my companion, which I ventured to speculate on. But that's all just a fabrication of the mind made after the fact. We both know that's not what you're really after, for these are nothing more than stories masquerading as the truth. The real story has already turned to smoke along with that barren garden. What you want to know is a purer truth, the truth that is the culprit is where he should be. The other minute, the other minutiae and trivialities are of no significance to you. They're inconsequential and thus won't shake up your order in the slightest. There's nothing here for you to trouble yourself with. Everything is as it should be. Culprit is where he should be. There's nothing here for me to trouble myself with. Everything is as it should be. Compared to the temporarily missing file, surely the misuse of the Rochelle loudspeaker is a more obvious problem. Apart from the unauthorized use, we've also received a number of complaints recently of nervous breakdowns caused by its repeated use. You're right, Esteem. The guards have an even greater duty to put a stop to this sort of rule breaking. We should investigate the matter immediately. What are we waiting for then? Let's get this show on the road. Caterpillar, did you just brainwash him? That's right. As I'm remembering more and more from that quest, hypnosis and whatnot. Okay. That's odd. Why did he flip at the drop of a hat? There's something fishy about this. Could it have something to do with that stuff Caterpillar said? Paimon just felt a little sleepy when she heard it. Let's just ask him directly. Sorry for the delay. About the way I said I got the coupons earlier. What did you do to him? Someone that aggressive doesn't seem like the type to take advice from anyone. Why would he give up so easily? Just a few small tricks. The culprit is where he should be. This is an undeniable fact. Making someone as straightforward as him certain of an undeniable fact isn't exactly hard. Like that time with Julian? That's right, just like that time with Julian. I've been here for a long time, as you know. After staying in one place for a long time, it's only natural to pick up a few handy tricks to exert some degree of influence over your environment. Almost too handy, I'd say. Sounds a little suspicious. Changing a stubborn person's mind with just a few simple phrases almost sounds like magic. Could there have been times when we were also influenced by magic without even knowing it? Considering how pure-hearted you are, Paimon, that is a worrying thought. Would someone even realize that they're being influenced? Paimon was already a bit sleepy, but now her head is totally spinning. It's not as simple as it looks. There are always limits to the application of tricks like these, and the results aren't always what you'd hoped for. It's like with Julian. He's always had a knack for art, but he lacked confidence because of his visual impairment. The certainty that he could draw well was inside him to begin with. But in other cases, the concept of certainty is just too abstract, making it difficult to predict the outcome. So I did take a chance this time. I just thought that if he held us up here, it would keep delaying the plan to get Lenore out of the fortress. Besides, I doubt you wanted to be questioned by him repeatedly either. You shouldn't take chances like that. Well, you've got to take chances to achieve your goals. You're absolutely right. Back to the matter at hand. If you've changed your mind and want to back out, I understand completely. Lenore might be sad for a time, though. For her, playmates like you are hard to come by. We have already made a promise to her, so we can't just go back on our word now, right? A promise is a promise, but this doesn't mean I trust you. Of course, knowing that our goals are aligned for the time being is enough. Speaking of which, where is she? She went on an adventure early this morning, probably to rehearse for what's to come after she leaves this place. It's just as well I have a few headaches to go take care of soon. You can usually get a reward for helping others, including the guards. Take care of some headaches. Oh, we totally get that. Sounds like some of the Adventurers Guild's commissions. I see. Would you two join me on this next commission then? Sure, where are we going? The abandoned production zone in the lower levels. Obtain 300 credits. Genevieve? Genevieve? Sorry, I have some things I need to think about. Okay.
The wind rises.
Hi. No one comes here anymore after the Geo mine shaft was closed, and the devices here aren't meant for just anyone to handle. And that's exactly what happened this time. Someone tinkered with the drive valve and trapped their own companion. Anyway, let's get it to open up the passage to Supply Warehouse 1. By the way, if they offer you a drink, you'd best say no. Who's gonna offer us a drink? And why shouldn't we take it? You'll find out soon enough. Okay.
Relax.
Where exactly is Supply Warehouse 1? I mean, my notes, I didn't write that, so. Well, let's see. Drink, huh? So probably concoction? That's probably what it is, right? Oh, right. Bad. Oh. Alright, we can go in now, but before we do, let's make sure we've got the gear drive chain. We'll need it later.
Quit following me.
I've already explored this place so many times. hey, there are people in here now. Mitul, are you alright? I hope you weren't trapped for too long. My savior, you're finally here. Where's Koblenz? He's not with you? He told me about trapping you here and asked for my help, but he left because a guard interrupted us. I knew he wasn't reliable. He probably ran away because he felt guilty. I mean, how do you make money in business if you don't take risks? He was clumsy and too cautious to boot. I mean, pure water is one thing, but even Fanta is available nowadays. If Fanta is here, how are we supposed to survive? Oh. What, you like Fanta too? Don't you like Fanta? It's just about alright. A customer with taste, I see. Anyway, I have to settle this with Koblenz. By the way, has he paid you? Nope. Sometimes I want to stuff him in a large bucket. That'll make him reflect on what he's done. Anyway, please, take these coupons. Take them, you two, if you would. What? You want us to take all of it? Of course. Thank you, then. We can go to Rag and Bone Shop later to see if they have anything new. By the way, I'd like to apologize for dragging you into this. I have some fresh health drinks. Would you like a bottle? Fresh health drinks? Yep, healthier than pure water, in fact. I'll take one. I'll have a Fanta, please. Well, I have that too. Wait, do you have a problem with my healthy drinks? Let me tell you. That's not what Kaito meant. It's just that we had lots of drinks before coming here. But Paimon bets these drinks are good. We'll make sure to try one next time. Bad timing, huh? Well, come back when you get a chance. It'll be my treat. Anyway, I must go talk to Koblenz now. I have something else to take care of, so I need to get going. Don't worry too much about the coupons. I'll put the clues I come across on the blackboard. Let's meet up later. See you later.
What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be worth. Huh?
Behold! Squall and Fury! Behold!
Oh. Actually, I'll just teleport. Okay, so that door was open anyways. Mr. Crichton, Miss Paimon, we've fallen way behind. It's true. I've gone to ask Justine about the current situation, and this seems to be the case. Ooh. Oh, Paimonsi! Ooh, looks like you got some coupons too, Caterpillar. Wait, aren't we still dead last? Even Darcy's ahead of us. He entered the competition by himself, didn't he? How can this be happening? Because he helped the guards take care of no small number of nuisances. For example, Miss Monglane often asks him for help. Paimon sees. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean he was so nice to us at the start because he could gain something from it? Also, won't we lose for sure if this keeps up? Ugh, if only Paimon hadn't eaten so much at the rag and bone shop earlier. No matter. All that counts is the total number of coupons collected within the time limit. Using coupons you already have doesn't affect the total count. That means you can eat even more, Miss Paimon. Lenore, our problem right now is that we're about to lose the competition. Aren't you guys the least bit worried? There's still plenty of time left before the end. We'll make it. Today was exhausting. Let's keep going tomorrow. We're gonna take the lead straight from last place. Now I'm motivated. That does sound like your typical motivational story, sure. But can we really pull it off? You have to believe in yourself more, Miss Paimon. The heroes of the story are all sure of themselves. That's why they're the main characters. You're right, Lenore. We're gonna win this thing. Tomorrow we divide and conquer. We'll reconvene here once we make some gains. Sound good? We'll make better time this way. Indeed, that sounds like a better plan. Also, if you don't mind, we can rest here, just like before. Sure, Crichton, you can take a break now if you're tired. I'm not tired. Let's keep pushing on. I was chatting with Miss Monglane. She said that Notland's nothing like Fontaine, and that she really wants to... Oh, this is Lenore. And that she really wants to take a dip in a volcanic hot spring. A volcano? Is that a flaming mountain? And mountains are super tall mounds of rock and dirt, right? You'll get to see all these things for yourself after you leave this place, whether it's volcanoes or anything else. Then let's explore those places together, Cater. Let's invite Mr. Crichton and Miss Paimon too. They'll definitely like that. Oh man. Ah, yes. Cater, tell me more about the story of the little girl. Last time we left off with a little girl living in the giant's garden. I bet she leaves the giant's garden. But how does she get out of there? One day, the little girl heard the sound of a woman's voice coming from beyond the towering wall. Kind-hearted giant, I am in need of the little purple flowers from your garden. Would you please give me some? The giant refused, of course, and furiously bellowed at the woman on the other side of the garden wall to leave at once. But the woman did not leave, and from a short distance away she lamented that she had journeyed from afar for the little purple flowers in the garden, which she needed to cure a sick friend's illness. Hearing the woman's plight, the little girl felt sorry for her and her friend. The giant had so many flowers in his garden, surely having one or two less wouldn't hurt. Thus, the little girl approached the garden wall and whispered to the woman that she was willing to bring the woman a few of the little purple flowers. Except the little girl said the giant wouldn't let her leave, and the garden's walls were so tall that she wasn't sure how she would be able to get the flowers to her from inside. From the other side of the wall, the woman told the little girl that she was actually a witch that knew many magic spells, and if the little girl could help bring her the flowers she needed from the giant's garden, she could use her magic to help the little girl leave that garden. Did the little girl decide to help the witch? I bet she did. Otherwise, the witch wouldn't be able to cure her friend's illness, right? But but the giant said she couldn't leave the garden. If she left, wouldn't she get punished somehow? It's getting late. Let's leave that part of the story for next time. They're not here. We should go see if there are any commissions that reward coupons, right?
Squall and Fury.
Lavier. Hello, what is it? Please help us, good sorceress. Is there anything we can help with? It would be better if there was compensation. You didn't join a Steen's team, did you? A game, did you? You should know when to stop. Nonetheless, there is something that I need your help with. Klein should be repairing his device, or whatever it is, by the Rift of Erosion. Go help him out, would you? Just ask him for compensation. He won't object. We'll take care of it.
The wind rises. Behold! Squall and Fury.
I sure hope everything goes smoothly. I can't be dealing with any funny business.
Just in time. Come, help me out. You can read minds? That's scary. We won't do this for free, though. Tough. We won't do this for free. Tough. I'll ask Elvire to apply for your payment later. Huh? She said we can get compensation from you directly. Did she? Alright then. Applying for funds here is even harder than from the Fontaine Research Institute. Anyway, the task is nothing difficult. The research terminal here requires 2 people to operate it simultaneously, and I've already entered the commands. Just walk over and pull the lever. I almost forgot. The charging device should be nearby. Please install the charging device first before starting. And just to double check, you're not machine killers, are you? It depends on how you define machine killers. If the research terminal attacks me, then I guess I am. Why do you ask? I asked Galvana for help last time, and even though I only looked away for a moment when I looked back, the terminal was already destroyed. I asked her what happened, but she couldn't tell me. I found out from her sister later that no machines can survive under her for more than half a day. Even a laying guillotine would have given up on her, I suspect. Even the repair fee was deducted from my compensation. If you're just like her, then all my hard work will be in vain. What a story. We're definitely not like her. Don't worry. I'm counting on you then.
One with nature.
Looking good. If we weren't in a place like this, I would have hired you as my assistant. This is too easy. By the way, what does this device do? There was a rift that connected to the outside, and it had to be watched. Now we can just seal the passage with this device and save manpower. This is nothing new to the Fontaine Research Institute anyway, but since I have plenty of time, I modified it a little. What you're seeing now isn't even its final form, which was actually deployed by the geode mineshaft. I I think I spoke too much. Just pretend you didn't hear anything. So, there are exits in the geode mineshaft. Is the final version more powerful? Of course, there are some components. Wait, why do you want to know? If you want to know the full extent of it, you can either give it a try yourself, but if you're caught, don't say I put you up to it. Anyway, problem solved. Galvana no longer needs to come down too often, and I can take a break. Ah, yes, I almost forgot about your compensation. Thanks for the help.
Behold!
Can anyone help me? Please, I'm begging you, help this poor soul. Are you alright? Oh, thank goodness. Finally, some kind people. You see, it's my son's birthday tomorrow, and I'd like to send him a letter. But to get a letter sent out to the Fortress of Meripede, you have to queue up here, and I don't have the time for that. Huh? Why not? There was a major safety incident in the production zone, so I have to get there immediately. I was hoping someone could stand in line for me, but... I know this isn't what I deserve, but my son is innocent. Why should he have to pay for my crimes, too? All I want is to send him a letter so he knows his father hasn't forgotten his birthday and loves him very much. But I can't even do that. Poor guy. We'll help him, won't we, Crichton? You will? I don't have much in the way of money on me right now, but I'll be sure to pay you a fair price for your trouble based on the market average. The market average? Yes, I've lined up for other people before, so I know the going rate. It's alright, don't sweat it. We're happy to help. Thank you so much. You're great people. Oh, I forgot to ask for your names. I'm December. And you? Paimon is Paimon and he is Crichton. We're adventure buddies. Well, it's good to meet you, Paimon, Crichton. Here's a letter. Just hand it to Lutz over there. You're lifesavers. Don't worry. We'll take care of it. Time to jump down and wait in line. December leaves in a hurry after handing over the letter. A long time passes before you and Paimon notice that the short queue hasn't moved an inch. You could be here a while. Suddenly your attention is drawn to a conversation between two people behind you. Ugh, this is taking forever, and the air is so stuffy here. I can barely breathe. First time queuing here, huh, kid? Welcome to the infamous slowest queue in the Fortress of Meripede. Surprised you've never heard of it. Lutz has a tendency to slow things down by embellishing the letters as he types them out. Can't help himself. Then, of course, we have to check through them all over again and make sure we're happy with it. Blah, blah, blah. Are you kidding me? I'm going weak at the knees. Hang in there, buddy. If you pass out, you'll only have to start all over again tomorrow. It's happened before, you know. One guy's on his third visit and still hasn't managed to send his letter. Third visit? Sucks to be him. You bet it does. Takes a special kind of bad luck to fail 3 times in a row. He's a legend in the Meripede queuing community. We call him Unlucky December. If you're interested, I can tell you more about him. To be honest, I'm not really in the mood. Come on, cheer up. Anyway, it all started the day before yesterday. It was sweltering hot that afternoon. I said I'm not... Whatever, carry on. December came to me that afternoon, saying he had to line up to send a letter the following day. He asked me if I could cover a shift as a porter in the coupon cafeteria. I was gonna say no, because it sounded like more trouble than it was worth. But he gave me the old puppy eyes and said how he'd missed his chance the last time because he overslept, and how his son will be waiting for his letter. Was still waiting for his letter. So I took pity on him and agreed to help him out. But guess what I saw when I got off work yesterday? I saw him looking for someone else to cover his work, and the excuse was still the same. He needed to send a letter. So I went over and asked him what happened. He said he'd learned from his mistakes and woke up early in the morning to queue up, but he still didn't manage to send the letter due to unforeseen complications. Don't tell me he joined the wrong line? No, but that's almost as funny as what actually happened. He skipped breakfast to get in line early, but by the afternoon he was running on empty and starting to lose it. He tried to push through, but suddenly everything went black and there was a loud thud. He was out cold, and by the time he regained consciousness, they were closed for the day. What a loser. Wait, did I don't think I had anything to eat either. Crumbs. Now my stomach's starting to growl. Did they see Mr. December? Paimon didn't realize what we'd lined up for. Good thing we always have food with us for emergencies. Yep, and Paimon too. And because you're always hungry. Nothing's more important in life than a full stomach. Queuing for a long time gets tedious and tiring. You start to forget your purpose here. Only the occasional background noise and chatter serves to remind you that despite how it feels, time is indeed moving. I'm feeling lightheaded. Man, I really hope I don't have to do this all over again tomorrow. Eat this. You'll need something in your stomach. Next time, remember to bring food and water when you go on a long queue. Thank you, but it's crazy that you're talking about this queue like it's a marathon. Listen up, maggot. This is the most brutal, godforsaken slice of hell in the whole Fortress Millipede. It makes pancreation look like a walk in the park. But it's just every queuer worth their salt knows to plan properly before committing to join the line. Some people bring a stool for rest breaks, and some of the more hardcore folks have even been known to camp outside the entrance the night before. But it's just a queue. This is no ordinary queue, rookie. This is war. Everyone is expected to give 110%. Even unlucky December has multiple contingency plans. Sadly, the best laid plans are no match for fate. On my way back from the production zone earlier, I saw him leaving the line and heading in the direction of the coupon cafeteria. So I asked him, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be in the queue?" And do you know what his answer was? He'd gotten so fixated on queuing that he forgot the most important thing of all. He didn't bring his letter with him, so he had to leave and come back. I really have to meet this guy. Sounds like quite a character. What, he forgot his letter? Man, December's luck really is terrible. Wait, then what did he give us? Didn't he give us his letter? Right, he handed it right to us. Paimon is getting pretty confused. Let's take a peek at it. To my love, my dearest Monsieur Nervalette, I know not how many days and nights have passed since our previous trial. My dreams have been filled with longing for your face. So kind, so handsome. It excites me, agitates me to know that I shall be leaving this place, and that I shall see you once more. As I said, I will do anything, anything to see you again. And I can wait no longer. Indeed, not one moment more for you to castigate me, your humble defendant. And this time, I promise, I swear, you will remember my name. Your admirer, White Lily. Yeah, let's see what he wrote. Whoa, what the heck is all this? Hyman doesn't see anything about a birthday or Mr. December anywhere. None of this information adds up. I'll have to ask him about it later. It's almost our turn, Crichton. Shall we hand in the letter? As your torturous ordeal approaches the end, you reassure yourself that this has all been worth it. Your question remained unanswered. A chapter has closed, but the story continues. Hey, it's Mew. Whew, I made it just in time. Why are you so out of breath? I just finished up the abandoned production zone and ran all the way here. So it's done? The letter's been sent? Great. It was signed White Lily. You're White Lily? Oh, so that's the name she gave herself. Alright, to tell you the truth, a young woman asked me to send this letter for her. She looked really sick to me, so I agreed. And I didn't even take a single mora. I'm paying for your compensation out of my own pocket. Huh? Looking at the contents of the letter, she does seem very sickly indeed. Seriously? I guess I must have grabbed the wrong letter on my way out. Fiddlesticks. The birthday letter will never get there in time now. Wait, really? So you finally got your letter posted, but it was the wrong one? Wow, you're really living up to your nickname, December. Fate is a cruel mistress. I'd love to stay and chat, but I gotta rush home and get the right letter now. I hope there's still time. Here's your compensation. Pleasure queuing business with you. And now to post that blasted letter to my son. See you. But, why did he have to leave? Paimon still has a ton of questions for him. Never mind. At least we got some coupons. Huh? Is this all? It's not even one meal's worth. Guess we're going hungry tonight. We could take another queuing commission. Starvation suddenly sounds like a great option. I wonders if this is enough.
A couple more photographs isn't gonna hurt, right?
Too slow. Too slow.
Sea tree? Nope.
The wind rises. Behold!
Hooray! Next time Sis has time off. Sorry, I was daydreaming. Do you need something? It has helped us save drinking water. But more and more people are using it to play pranks, including some of the guards. We need to think of a way to stop that. Oh, hello, Rave. Having fun playing house with the kids? You are? It is pretty fun, to be honest. Not really. You know what? Screw you, Rave. If you are, I believe we've met. Did you need us for something? We're rivals, you know. Did you really come to see if we're having a good time? I have many qualities, and one that has benefited me greatly is my curiosity. I always wanted to get to the bottom of things I don't understand, so I tend to know the facts better than anyone, than others. What a coincidence. Me too. Get to the point. I just wanted to know why you decided to take part in this game. If it was for the chance to get out, I have another route that I can show you. I like playing games, and I like winning even more. I have nothing to say to a competitor. Remaining vigilant around your enemies is wise, but I'm not necessarily your enemy. What do you mean by that? What I mean is, if you only want to win, then why don't we work together? Huh? But aren't you already in first place? That's precisely why we both stand to benefit. Hmm. Wait a minute. We joined to help Lenore out. That little girl? In that case, if you're willing to join up with me, I'll grant any wish she has as well. Sounds too good to be true. Then I'll be frank. This is a matter of honor. Caterpillar and I have some unresolved history. I don't know what he said to pull one over on you, but I'm telling you, he's a monster. A monster in human skin. What are you all talking about? Not some sort of rule-breaking scheme, I trust. Ah, Mr. Noel, your timing couldn't be better. Could I ask you about the results of the investigation into Caterpillar? The majority of his records are missing, but it's fine. The culprit is where he should be, and everything is as it should be. His records are missing. That's impossible. He definitely had a hand in this. The missing records need to be recreated. Right. How could I have forgotten about that? Hmm. Right. Go finish your tasks now. I don't want to see you loitering around here. Yes, it was broken.
The wind rises.
Mr. Crichton, Miss Paimon, you're welcome back. We brought quite the haul back today. Our current standing should be second place. Dang it! We only just pulled ahead of Darcy. That's great. We're not in last place anymore. But there are 4 of us. Yeah, and we're doing great. Such positivity. Ugh, we're doomed. You promised we'd win for sure, right, Catter? That's right. So don't worry too much, you two. I know that may sound strange, but sometimes forgetting about the outcome and enjoying the fun to be had in the process isn't a bad way to go. Okay, if you say so. Oh, speaking of that, Caterpillar, we received an invitation from the guy who was in first place earlier. He was super rude, and he said that you're, anyway, it wasn't very nice of him. What happened between you two? Just a few minor differences of opinion. He invited me to join him as well, but having no real reason to accept, I declined his offer. Later, he tried to get some of his lackeys to teach me a lesson. It's true, I am a monster. The kind of people like him would do well not to provoke. Don't say that! Surely you didn't end up this way because you wanted to, right, Caterpillar? If Catter is a monster, then he's one of the good ones. Just like how there are good sorcerers and bad sorcerers. What's the matter? Are you sleeping, Lenore? Mm-hmm. But I haven't heard the rest of yesterday's story yet. If you're tired, you should go for an early night. Mr. Crichton, Miss Paimon, will we meet again tomorrow? Why are you asking that all of a sudden? If if you don't want to be on the same team as us anymore. What are you talking about? Didn't we say we'd get first place together? There are still 2 more teams ahead of us, so we have to make tomorrow count. Yeah, you're right. I'm so sleepy. Let's do our best tomorrow. Sweet dreams, Mr. Crichton. Sweet dreams, Miss Paimon. I'm so sleepy. In that case, go get some rest. Okay, but I haven't heard the rest of the story yet. I'll rest after I hear the ending. Of course. Yes. Where we last left off, the witch told the little girl that she would use her magic to help her leave the giant's garden if the little girl brought her the little purple flowers she needed. I'm really sleepy, but I want to know what happens next. What does the little girl do? Does the witch cure her friend in the end? Although the giant had warned the little girl of the many dangers of the world beyond the garden wall, the little girl had never seen what the outside world was like, so she didn't know what danger even was. She told the voice on the other side of the wall that she would help bring her some of the little purple flowers. So many identical flowers were growing in the garden, and each looked as beautiful as the next. She didn't know why the giant treasured each and every one of them so. The little girl heard laughter from the other side of the wall. Later, with a bouquet of flowers in her hands, the little girl rode a gust of wind over the wall to the world outside. The tall witch took the little purple flowers from the little girl's hands. The little girl, thinking she had done a good deed, was very pleased with herself. But when she tried to return to the garden, she discovered that the wall, the garden, and the giant were no longer there. Good witch, I'd like to return to the giant's garden now. Could you please use your magic to take me back? The little girl asked. What can you give me in exchange now? The witch replied. Huh? Then the little girl couldn't go back? I'm glad the witch could save her friend, but I don't like this story. Everyone has stories that they don't like. Then I'll tell you a story next time, Cater. I have to sleep now. Gosh dang. Good morning. We need to do a bunch more coupons today, or we risk losing, or worse, being taken over by Darcy. Let's go look for commissions nearby.
Quit following me. Squall and Fury.
Oh! Nizami! Young warrior, will you spar with me? This is super sudden. Whatever you say, lad with golden hair. I can tell that you're a veteran with just one look. I'm really bored because no one has been sparring with me. If you will, I'll give you coupons. I won a lot of those from Rusimov, and I haven't figured out how to spend them yet. How about it? Just what I need. I'm a pacifist, and I don't like to fight. I can't do it right now. Maybe later. Just what I need. Ha! Good! You're a straight talker. Let's go somewhere spacious. Like the Pancration Ring? Follow Nizami to the Pancration Ring. Booyah!
You are not welcome here.
I won't go easy on you, so there's no need to go holding back.
Ja! Yeah! Ha! Huh. Too slow. Yeah! Ja! Ha! Yeah! Ha! 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 Ja! Quit following me. Ka! Ka! Ha! Ja! Ha! Huh. Too slow.
Woo.
Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ka!
Haha! Exhilarating! I knew it, lad. You are a worthy opponent. Oh my eye, again. You're not bad either. You've got some ways to go. You've got some ways to go. You don't mince your words, lad. I like that. Anyway, I'm a straight shooter just like you. Here are your coupons. Let's do this again sometime. What should he give me? 280. Not bad, not bad. Great, but not bad.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Okay. Here we go.
The wind rises. Squall and fury.
On the production zone, safety measures. The child. Something's wrong. Very wrong. My head is dizzy and I feel like my brain is going to burst. Schlot. Something's definitely wrong with those yellow-green stones. I think I'm going to die here. Are you alright? In the long run, we'll all be fine, but I'm going to be fine before you are. Okay then, sure, bye. That's certainly a new way to use the word fine. You don't sound fine at all. No, I'm fine, literally. If something's wrong, it's too late anyway. So are you alright or not? I was very confused. Can you please be more specific? Specifically speaking, when I come to the production zone, I get headaches and heart palpitations, and my hands and feet go cold. I'm done for. Do you know what I mean? I'm done for. It must be the yellow-green stones. They're evil. You know of those stones, right? The Central Laboratory of Fontaine Research Institute. The yellow-green stones destroyed everything. Please just go see a doctor. Why don't you rest up in the infirmary? I am a doctor. I know. Wait, I'm no longer a doctor. I lost my certification, and I can't give official diagnoses. Please find a real doctor with certifications to save me. Please. This sounds pretty serious. Let's go find a doctor, Crichton.
The wind rises. Useless.
Are you in trouble? Or are others in trouble? You both look healthy, so must be the latter. Indeed. You explain the child's situation. Him again, huh? Can you treat him? His headache or his delusions? Huh? You mean he's not that sick? Based on his lab results, most likely not. I heard that he misdiagnosed the patient when he was still on the outside, ignoring some early warning results and healthcare outcome. Well, he's been a little paranoid ever since. He's like that to others, and worse when it comes to himself. How about the green-yellow stones? No one else is having those same health issues, right? But I can't very well ignore him, so please give him this. Isn't this pure water? Are you sure? Oh, so you know what this is. It's fine in the sense that it does no harm to the body, and it'll give him a boost. So he doesn't know? Why not just give him Fanta? That's the thing. Everyone here knows what Fanta tastes like. But based on my knowledge, he hasn't had pure water. After all, it's not very common here. I gave it to him before, telling him it was a health potion, and he did actually show more vigor after drinking it. Alright, well, give this to him. If it doesn't work, then tell him to go lie down in the infirmary. If you tell him it's doctor's orders, he'll listen. Sure, let's go back, Crichton. Well, thank you, Arden.
Squall and Fury.
Almost fell into the water there.
Behold!
Back, the doctor gave you this. Shawl takes the pure water and drinks all of it immediately. Ah, that's better. Vigor fills me once again. That's it? I didn't think you were sick at all. Oh no, I was sick. You brought me the cure. Ardern is a really good doctor, and certified too. The medicine he prescribes always works, unlike mine. But what about the yellow-green stones? Suspicious, of course. Guess his delusions can't be helped. Now I can keep working. Thank you so much for helping out. Here, take these coupons. Just a little something to show my appreciation. Stay healthy. I wonder is this what's happening with Caterpillar and them? Yay!
The wind rises.
Genevieve, what's going on? Hello. Oh, we sure are popular. Let's be direct, shall we? Alright, I'm hoping you'll join us in launching a protest against this team. Huh? Since you're taking part in this game as well, I think you'll understand my position. The rules should be more open and transparent. What's the catch? The competition should restart with the new rules in place. What? Wouldn't that make all the hard work we've done so far be for nothing? What's so crazy about that? It happens all the time in academia. You realize that there's an error in your thesis or methodology, and it completely invalidates the conclusion you arrived at after years of research. Pretty sure that's nothing like this. Maybe for the next time he runs the game. Just play it as this time around. I'm busy. Find someone else. Maybe for the next time he runs the game, just play it as it is this time around. Indeed, iterating and improving the rules will take time. We may not be able to... Ooh, I didn't mean to press X. No, I need this game to be fair. To me, delayed fairness is a pointless loss. I've lost so much time already because of this. Paimon thinks you have the right idea, but this isn't a decision that can be made by just us, right? Maybe you should go ask the others as well. Estine will only change the subject. And as for Rave, you kids had better keep your guard up around him. Us kids? That kind of grinds Paimon's gears, but maybe that really is how other people see us. Anyway, thanks for the tip, but Paimon's not sure we can help you. Fine, I anticipated as much. Then I'll leave you to it. Good luck out there. My luck hasn't exactly been great, but I won't be throwing in the towel that easily. Okay. Paimon also hopes that your luck improves. Well, what's the guard doing here? Just who I was looking for. We were just leaving. Did something happen? The investigation is ongoing, so I can't discuss any specifics to you. However, I'd like you to answer a few of my questions. As you probably know, the missing records need to be recreated. This isn't necessarily bad news for him, but without those records, he won't be able to leave this place even if he has legally redeemed himself. As such, I hope you can answer my questions honestly. Do you know when Caterpillar arrived in the Fortress of Meropide? He just said that he came here a long time ago, so we don't know exactly when. Then I don't suppose you know the specifics of his sentence or crime? No, we don't. Do you know anything about this master he mentioned earlier? Paimon doesn't remember Caterpillar mentioning him before. Have either of you observed anything peculiar happen while speaking to him? Not so far. The story he tells have a rather hypnotic effect. Hypnotic? What stories? What are they about? They're, they're just children's fairy tales. They're not about anything important. Well, children like you shouldn't even be here to begin with. If you end up leaving this place, I hope you don't come back. Huh? Okay. That's enough questions for today. It doesn't seem like you know very much, but if you do notice anything strange, make sure to report it at once. It's for your own good. Noalis leaves. Looks like we don't know much about Caterpillar after all. But if he doesn't want to talk about his crime or sentence or anything like that, Paimon thinks we'd better not press him. I'm not really concerned about any of that. He does seem a little suspicious. Suspicious, huh? Well, he is kind of mysterious. But whatever the case, he's doing a good deed right now, isn't he? Lenore seems to really trust him as well. So he's probably not a bad guy. At least for now, right? You can never go wrong with a little caution. Yeah. After you wait patiently for a little while, Caterpillar and Lenore will return. Mr. Carrington, Miss Paimon, you're both so fast. I got carried away talking to Miss Galvana. She even gave me some candy. She said that they're made from a fruit that grows on the trees in a desert oasis. Ah, the octu nut. I asked her what kind of place a desert oasis might be, and she said it's a little body of water surrounded by a vast sea of sand. Doesn't that sound like the fortress? Except, you know, opposite since this place is surrounded by water? Once you leave this place, maybe you'll get to go there and see it for yourself. But that reminds me, after all the hard work we've done, we must have advanced by now, right? Speaking of that, I asked Justine, and here's where things stand at the moment. We're still in second place. You mean we basically haven't advanced at all? How could that be? Looks like the competition's been hard at work too. Indeed, Rafe has some contacts, and the researcher and detective's assistant will have their own ways. Surely this isn't the time to be singing our rivals' praises. Is there really nothing we can do? We're definitely going to lose at this rate. We're going to lose? But if we lose, we can all stay here in the fortress, right? We've talked about this before, Lenore. If we stay here, we'll have to worry each day about being taken away by evil sorcerers. Oh, then I guess it would be better to leave. But Miss Paimon said we're definitely going to lose. But we're not going to lose. The game's not over yet. There's still enough time. We're going to win this. If we don't win this time, there's always next time. An underdog victory would be more exciting. The fact of the matter is, there are only 2 teams ahead of us. We've got nothing to worry about. There isn't much time left until the deadline is set. Let's just meet at the message board in the administrative area next time. Oh, there isn't much time left until the final results are announced, is there? Paimon has a feeling she's going to toss and turn in bed tonight. You can tell me in secret if you feel scared, Paimon. Seriously? A kid like you prayed about Paimon? Paimon won't get scared. You're the one who should be scared. Paimon hopes you'll have sweet dreams, Lenore. Don't worry, I've had lots of nice ones. In fact, I wish I could give some to the 2 of you. Sweet. The candy Miss Galvana gave me is so sweet. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Okay, I will. Some common knowledge you can understand with the children. you're wondering where Scoosh is, she's on my bed. Should we rest now? Take a rest. Again. It's my turn to tell a story. I've heard enough stories to tell one of my own now. Alright, you can be the storyteller this time. Okay, my story will also begin in the giant's garden. Long, long ago, in a garden full of purple flowers, there lived a prince, a princess, and a brave hero. Oh, and the ruler of the garden, a giant with a nasty temper. What the witch wanted more than anything were some of the purple flowers, but the mean giant treasured them so much that he wouldn't let anyone pick even a single one. Kind-hearted giant, the witch asked, I am in need of the little purple flowers from your garden. You have so many already. Could you please share just one with me? But the mean giant refused. Every flower in my garden belongs to me, the giant shouted. I won't share them with anyone. Kind-hearted Mr. Giant, the witch continued, please hear my tale. I traveled here from a fountain in a far-off, distant land. An ocean there has fallen ill, and the scent of those purple flowers brings her comfort. If you could give me just one of them, perhaps her condition will improve.
Why are you crying, Miss Scoosh?
But the giant, who didn't have an ounce of compassion in his heart, callously refused the witch's request. What did an ocean in a faraway land have to do with him? Then the witch asked, is there anything I can do for you? I know many magic spells, and I could use my magic to help you with someone in exchange. Will you agree to my request, kind-hearted giant? The giant thought it over, then said that he had lost something very important to him, if the witch could use her magic to help him find it. So they made a deal? Yep. In the end, the witch's friend recovered and the giant found what he had lost. Isn't that a better story? At least in this story, everyone gets a happy ending. Game will be over soon. We have to turn this around today, in addition to taking commissions. I wonder if there's ways to get tons of coupons in one go. You two, please wait. I hear you're people of leisure, who never turn down a request. That is correct indeed. And just who told you that? Rumors. Just rumors. Actually, a girl in a purple dress asked me to take care of you. But I was thinking, since you accept any and all requests, you must be very capable. So I'd never need to take care of you. Indeed, it would be more accurate to say that you two can take care of me. Sure, but no discounts. I know the rules, don't worry. Regardless of the outcome, I will compensate you according to the market rates. But more is useless here, so I'll pay with coupons. We'll be compensated no matter what happens. Really? Absolutely, and totally correct. Our task is just that difficult, you see. It's that Nizami's fault for being great with his fists, but for using them where they shouldn't have been used. I'll be staying here for a while longer, so I need a place to pursue my studies. It's best if it has a bookshelf, a table, chairs, and a board to write on and stick materials to. I'm sure you know exactly what place I'm talking about, but it's simply not available and there's no point in asking. But I believe that a room on the opposite side has the same internal structure and should be usable. But it's a really strange place. It seems to be occupied by someone who rarely entertains visitors. I've never seen the person, nor even seen the doors open. So I appointed Nizami as my representative. He was always reliable during the time, and I employed him as a bodyguard. However, he got into a disagreement with the occupant, and negotiations broke down. Maybe communication and negotiations have never been his strong suit. Indeed. Didn't even look like a negotiation. He just hammered on the door with his fist, standing outside and shouting. It was a truly shocking moment for me. Whoa, how unprofessional. One suspects that he was never professional when it comes to things like this. As such, I'd like to ask you to act as my representative and negotiate with the occupant to rent out the space he is currently occupying. I expect the price to be a maximum of 54,000 coupons. You may not succeed, and that's fine, but at least give it a try. I'm counting on you. And we'll call it another break here.